In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, we'll just take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hi, my name is Al. I'm your DM for today, and welcome to Here, Hold My Earrings. With me today, I have Henrietta, Yvonne, Laura, Rebecca, and in her penultimate session, Maddie. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway, and I play a color star druid named Dalin.
Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne. I'm from Canada, and I play a half-orc barbarian.
Named
Laura?
Hi,
Just-
I'm Laura.
Didn't say cracker.
I'm just gonna. And it is half-orc barbarian's turn to attack.
Oh, damn it.
Oh man.
It's like you get stage fright or something, which would be funnier, but just even funnier is considering how many times you've been on stage. It's sorry, Laura, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Laura. I'm from Germany, and I'm playing Byleth, a Dragonborn wizard.
Rebecca?
Rebecca, I'm also from Germany, and I play a human cleric named Orla.
And Maddie.
Hello, I'm Maddie from the US, and I play a dwarven wizard named Satina.
Awesome. All right. So, Maddie, I think you agreed to do a little session summary.
I did, in fact. So where we left off, we were just escorted out by Sir RoboCop here.
Hob. RoboCop.
Cobb,
His name is
yes.
His name is Cobble.
I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. And that's a B, and it looks like a P. I apologize.
RoboCop
I'm
is
not-
a trademark identity.
It is, so it definitely can't be that. We're being escorted out by RoboCobb, who was originally the little gnomish friend that we had that was dying for like 2 sessions over in the corner as we were killing a bunch of toys. Toys being flying discs, lizards, and little like nutcracker men that like bite you and stab you, and it was a lot. There were a lot of them. We were overrun, but we got there. We killed them all. And they kept coming out of this portal that erupted after a little gnomish ghost. I think we blew him up with fairy fire. And then he erupted into this pentagrammal portal, which we were able to get rid of with cobbles, the dwarvish or gnomish friend, with his little pendant that he gave to Salazar, and then like brought it over to us, and then we were able to figure out how to use it to close the portal. Then we blew up a big old guy. It was like a automaton that the toys kept going, not the toys, the worms, that the worms kept going into, because they would go into the toys, and they went into this automaton and started to like get up and like, I'm big old automaton man and I'm gonna kill you, which was not stellar, so we blew it up. And let's see what else happened. Cobble ended up, he activated this other automaton that was standing there, and he gave himself in service for it. if I remember the phrasing correctly. And he like became one with it. Like, and so now he's the automaton that's working to protect this toy factory. And we collected a bunch of toys, and then we were escorted out because we were now trespassing.
Right. Yeah, I guess. Well done.
Did I get everything?
Whatever. I think you missed a key component, but
Did I?
anybody want to fill in?
Oh, we did find the stone tablet. BT dubs.
Okay, you missed two key components.
We destroyed the portal, or at least we closed it.
Yes, that's part of it.
Yeah, we used to spell magic using the little pendant. And it only
Yes.
had one charge.
Yes, that's all part of it, but wow, 2 weeks off. And so the portal was releasing things,
Mhm.
and they were the ones animating the toys. The toys themselves were just vessels.
Right. Little slug guys.
Yes. And what was on the other side of the portal?
Flames, wasn't it flames?
It was hot. Hot, hot, hot. Like Africa hot, as they would say in Biloxi Blues. And these things were coming through. Okay, well, we'll leave it there. You guys will figure it out eventually. Or die.
I need to hear the recording.
And just take notes. Goodness.
I did, and then they're gone. I went in there today, and I'm like, what is going on? So
You mean they're
Oh,
gone.
no.
they're gone. Like all my notes from the last 2 games were gone. Even though I saved it in the same document, I don't know what's going on. Ah,
Technology.
yeah.
Maybe
Indeed. That's why mine are on
maybe-
paper.
you can maybe try
File recovery. Yeah.
file recovery is the obvious one. But one thing I've noticed is that occasionally, if I copy and paste things, if it's set to the wrong setting, it can copy and paste into a different font color, and then it comes out as white. So it looks like it's gone, but it's actually there on a white piece of paper,
Huh.
white ink on
Okay.
white paper.
I'll check it out.
Which, if you're into spycraft, is a good way to pass a message along to somebody. It's not going to fool the NSA or anything. Not that we would want to fool the NSA in case anybody ever is listening from the NSA. But, it's one of those things that if you wanted to pass a secret note to somebody else in an electronic file, that's one way you can do it. They might notice if they see that the word count at the bottom of the screen shows more than 0. But most people don't really pay close attention. Good. Okay, well, you guys will figure it out eventually, or die. But it's not important. I only spent hours and hours preparing that thing with the whole backstory and all of it. You guys thought it was just a little combat.
Okay.
It's just I'm just having a hard time right now. There's a lot going on. Cool. All right, so yes, RoboCobb has escorted you off the premises from the air quotes toy factory, which, as you know, is not just a maker of toys for export to the larger races, which is why all the various toys, including the semi-plasticine lizards, the toy soldiers shaped from zirkwood mushroom stalks into the shape of nutcrackers, and the various flying discs are, for medium-sized creatures and not really, really tiny, almost microscopic, although I guess they wouldn't have a microscope necessarily. But they also double as the factory where other automata are created, which is where the corpse for RoboCobb was found. Both the original Cobble as well as the new body that RoboCobb's spirit was taken control of. And they are now able to produce defenders, mechanical defenders of the city of Blingdenstone, which helps alleviate some of the strain on the magical wizards and clerics who up until then had been unable to deal with some of the other pressing health issues, such as the black mold, which most of you had raised as a possible solution. I think maybe Orla had suggested at one point to Queen Seni Diggermatic that perhaps they could just cast, magical spells to help remove the black mold from the citizens who were affected by it. And they explained at some point that, there were only so many resources available. And they were focusing a lot of resources on summoning earth elementals to help protect the city from a combination of internal and external factors, such as were rats, gelatinous cubes, possible another drow invasion to, finish off what they started over 150 years ago. And they also produce other various automata, including this little fellow that one of you picked up.
My little buddy.
Yeah, which also has its own story, but guess we'll never hear that because, somebody's leaving. So whatever.
Well, I can pass him on. I'm gonna give him to somebody else before I go.
No, he's not a plaything. He bonds.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so sad.
it is sad. Fuck yeah.
It's a little buddy.
He looks at you like, like a bird, like a newly hatched bird looks at its mother.
That is so upsetting.
Good.
You
No,
wound
I
me.
feel. Yes, it cuts both ways. And you've been escorted back to town center, and you've been brought to the tavern and pub that is large enough to house the outsiders. There are a few other smaller establishments, and of course there are lots of street stalls. But the gnomes are very, very small people, right? These gnomes are actually a little bit shorter than your surface gnomes, so they're sort of 2.5, 3 feet tall. So they're really, really tiny. But this is a place where a lot of the outsiders come to congregate, as well as gnomes, the local deep gnomes. And it's called the Purple Worm because it looks from the outside like a giant purple worm. And as you get closer to it, you realize it actually is a preserved purple worm corpse.
Does it
Sorry?
smell?
Does it smell? Yes, it's a good question. The whole area smells. So there's, it's hard to tell if any specific smells are related to the purple worm corpse, but it doesn't smell like the purple worm you dissected previously. It doesn't appear to have any obvious signs of putrefaction. So it may be that it's preserved. And you can actually see, aside from the fact that it looks like a giant corpse, it also has what appear to be windows carved into it at various stages. Not like square windows, but more like portholes from a ship. And inside the windows, you can see movement, people, creatures moving back and forth, light coming out of it. There are sounds of some music, lots of talk and banter, and you do smell also the ubiquitous smells you've picked up since you've walked in here, which you now know are some combination of burning fuels, primarily mushroom stalks, as well as what the locals would call food, which is heavily mushroom based, but also has some animal protein in it. Robocob says to you, "Stay out of trouble, citizen. I will begin patrolling." And he walks off into the deep heart of the city.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I could use a pint and
Yeah.
sleep.
I could use some
No
sleep.
kidding.
So the entrance is actually here. I don't know if you guys can see the detail, but there are steps that lead into it.
Where is Cracker?
Where am I?
We left her behind.
Cracker didn't make it.
Or she's
I'm
already
still-
inside getting drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already inside.
That's more
That's
plausible.
it. Where are you guys?
Guess we have
Yeah,
to,
like that.
guess this is the best place to get some sleep and relax a bit.
Yeah. Well, you may recall that your friend Pierce, Blue Bottle, had also suggested popping in there, as well as one of the people who you met initially
Yeah.
at the gates of Blingdenstone. Okay. So you guys are gonna go in. Just make sure I can recall what you guys can see. Yeah. Okay. So as you walk in, it's all fun, right? There's people hanging out, there's music, there's food. It's not like super lively. They don't, from what you've seen, the Deep Gnomes don't appear to be a particularly happy race. They're a bit more conservative and dour, but it is still, generally speaking, it's a tavern, and it has foreigners as well. Now, the place is mostly full of locals. There are a couple folks who seem to stand out. Most of them are not necessarily paying close attention to you as you walk in. I guess it's not that unusual for you guys. Yvonne, if you want to add your token to the screen, or if you have trouble, I can do that for you, if you prefer.
Hold on. Oh, sorry. There. That was me. I'm always dragging on the picture instead of the name. There it is.
Okay, cool.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. And as you walk in, this little blue fellow walks up to you and says, he speaks to you in Undercommon, which I don't think any of you speak, right?
No, we learned a couple of like sentences, but none of us speak it.
And then he shrugs his shoulders and he says something in Gnomish, which I guess one of you can understand. But now, after this, nobody's going to understand. So we're screwed there. But we'll figure that
Can
out.
I give him a booklet of like key phrases and terms? I'll be doing
Because-
that as we're eating. Gonna be
because
writing
it-
things down.
Because Satina knows she's leaving?
No, it's just good to have.
Does Satina have time to write down key phrases?
There's a
Sure.
common,
Oh, definitely.
common Gnomish dictionary. So when we
Yeah.
are going around talking to people, we are going to look up certain words.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm just gonna be like, we're gonna have to separate at some point maybe, and I just want them to be prepared. Like if like they need to talk to somebody and I'm not there, I want them to like be prepared because I want to take care of my people.
Yeah, sure. Like when you go off to Graven Hollow and they have to go find Graven Hollow, they'll all be able to say to people, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Which for some reason, for those of you who don't know this, which probably is most of you, in America, when you learn Spanish in school, or at least when I was learning it, it was literally the first sentence they teach you, which we all thought was ridiculous because the first sentence in Spanish is usually not, the first sentence you use practically in Spanish is not usually where is the library. It's usually like, where is the bathroom? Okay, so yes. What phrases are you going to try to teach your friends?
But I'm gonna get back to you on that. I need to write things down.
Yeah. Well, since you're not working in real life, you've got a whole real week to write
Yeah,
down the
exactly.
following phrases. And I'd like you to write down some words in your version of Gnomish
Okay.
that would be the phrases, and everybody will have to try to memorize them. How's that?
Wonderful.
How's that for
Cool.
real role play? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I love
You
that.
make up you make up your own gibberish, and everybody else has to try to remember it. And if they fuck it up, you could end up insulting somebody's mother. Who knows?
Oh gosh.
Nice.
Stuff happens like that in real life all the time.
It do.
So yes, he says to you in Gnomish, anyone speak Gnomish?
Hello, I do.
No. Right, a dwarf. Well, welcome to the Purple Worm.
Thank you. You got a table for 5?
Yeah, this one down here looks empty. Feel free.
Perfect.
I would recommend that you try our mushroom soup. It's quite popular.
Sounds good. I'm gonna.
Oh, I just realized we've got a problem with the kitchen. Oh, never mind. I'll go check it out and come back to you.
What kind of problem? Can we help? Okay, bye.
I used to work in such a place, so
Yeah, we got somebody
Yeah.
who's very crafty. Got a lot of things, and then we got her. She cooks, I think, and then we got options. We can help if we can.
Well, yes. So, well, the Purple Worm prides itself on having some fine entertainment and games of chance that you can participate in with other patrons. But usually what we try to do is just provide good food, some lodging, and a bath. You can pay for all
that
of
sounds
these
fine.
individually. Unfortunately, we've only got 1 out of 3 at the moment. The baths are they're cold water. So we ran out of hot water after a very dusty group came in from the underground. And well, the kitchen's supposed to be going at the moment, and we haven't got the spare capacity to heat up any water. So if you could heat up some water for yourselves and for the others, that would be helpful.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Is it? Do you
Yeah.
carry a portable stove?
I
Fireball.
Do we carry?
I have cook's utensils. Wait, do I have them or do I just have?
Like
Do I
as
Oh, I have
Orla
them.
looks around, where's my ladle?
Oh, nice.
Where is
I have-
my ladle?
I'm just going through my backpack and I'm like, yes, I've got some utensils.
Jingle, jingle,
Oh, see,
jingle.
she's got utensils. We've got fire. We can do this. No problem. We can help you out
Oh,
in exchange for lodging.
oh,
We'll pay for the food, but we'll help you out.
oh,
Hmm.
oh. I'll give you a discount on lodging, and you can have
Yeah,
a free bath.
Wonderful. Sounds great. Let's do it.
Good, good. Now the other problem is, we've got a patron back there. He's a bit of an old hero and local. He's a retired ranger. Generally, he's not a bad man. He can be a bit feisty. Old Brown Gums. Well, he had another name, but we call him that now because don't point it out because it upsets him. But he was injured badly when they took down the Purple Worm. This one, in fact, points at the structure you're in. At the beginning of the reclamation effort of Blingdenstone, and he's lost his teeth mostly, as well as most of his sense of taste and smell because of the acid burns, and he's a bit blind. He keeps sending back the mushroom stew, which then comes up the works in the kitchen because he insists that it doesn't taste right. If you could get him to either stop complaining or maybe just believe that it is the mushroom stew he ordered, that would be helpful. He's well liked generally in the community. We don't want to upset him. Plus, he did sort of sacrifice 2 of his senses for the sake of the city. There also seems to be a fellow back there, odd-looking one. Looks a bit like you lot. And he points at Delin and Orla. but I don't know. He's complaining about a pig of some kind. I don't know what a pig is, but it seems to be a four-legged creature.
Like he has a pig? Or like he's complaining about not having a pig?
I think he's lost a pig, and it's upsetting the kitchen staff because it's running around and nobody can catch it. But
Okay.
people are tripping on it, and it's the pig isn't huge, but neither are we. So it's kind of just
Yeah.
knocking people over. And as he says this, you see this little Sverfneblin waitress carrying two gigantic trays full of food and beer, and then suddenly you just see this flash of pink and green, and just goes squeak, 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 and platters go flying, and beers go flying. Oh dear, there it goes again! Somebody catch that blasted thing!
Do it need to be alive when we catch it?
Oh yeah, I think that's quite important, really. It's
Okay.
I think if it was a matter of killing it, somebody in here would have done it already.
Okay.
I'm quite certain. I think I wouldn't want to go killing some wizard's magical animal. I know some of them get quite feisty about those things. Anyway, if you manage to stay through dinner, we will have a little competition later. It's called Adventurer's Feud. You answer some quiz questions and you win a prize. You come in first.
Ooh.
Tonight's first
What-
place prize is a ton of worm juice, which is a special home brewed concoction. It's actually made by somebody else, but we're the primary distributors in England. So it's very tasty. Well, we think it's very tasty. And outsiders, it's a bit hit or miss, but it also works as a lubricant. Not just a social one, but an actual physical one. I think that's what happened with the pig. It might have been covered in some of the worm juice. And second place prize is a discount coupon for our local artificers shop called Gears and Beers. The beer bit is where they concoct the worm juice. It's a 25 gold piece discount. It's quite good. Lots of people go there for the beers and other home brewed potions, but you can also, and he looks over most of you and goes, "Oh well, most of you don't seem to use weapons or armor. Well, I'm sure you can find something. Maybe fix that thing that's hanging off your friend's horny head there." As he looks at Violet's lantern.
Maybe my
And
hammer.
whatever.
It's great. It's
And the hammer.
It's an artistic choice. Sorry.
An artistic choice.
Yeah,
Well,
it has something, doesn't it?
absolutely, yes. I mean, my niece has an earring, but it's in her nose. I just assume she just gets it all gunky when she blows her nose, but she seems to enjoy it. So whatever, to each their own, I suppose. That's what the young people do. I don't know how old you are. You look like you could be 5,000 years old for all I know. And
Please you.
no, I just mean I don't know anything about what are you exactly? Oh,
Well,
please
I'm a
don't step on that.
dragonborn.
And as you stand there, like your weight of like 150 kilos is slowly, the rest of you watch as the weight of 150 kilos centered on 2 feet is slowly starting to warp the floorboards.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. I tried
Oh,
to go around, but it
could
only
you
makes it worse.
Yeah, it's like everywhere you go, it's like there's like cracks forming, bits of dust come flying up. It's like, oh dear, just sit down and spread your weight. Just lie down on the floor someplace, would you? You're causing a lot of damage. Oh no, you're making it
I'm
worse.
so sorry.
Oh, it's all right. We have to serve everybody. Blasted
Yeah.
charter. Anyway, so yes, if you could get to. If you've got some time afterward, you could also try playing some darts.
Ooh.
Yes, he's quite good.
Cool.
Frankie Sharps. I think he's in with sort of that crowd, if you know what I mean. And he puts his finger up to his nose and he bends his nose sideways. I'm not saying he's a cheat, but he does win extremely often. Well, you pay your money as you take your chances, as they say. Oh, anyway, yes, if you could get to the hot water and brown gums there, at least that'll help solve the kitchen back up and get people taking baths again. It's always nice to have everybody smelling fresh as a daisy. I just heard that expression from somebody from the surface world. As far as I know, daisy is something that you're supposed to eat. But anyway, must smell very good. Right. Well, if you're working for me, then chop chop. And he claps his hands.
Okay. I believe that I can, with my produce flame, it says that I get a flame in my hand.
Right.
But it doesn't hurt me or my equipment. But it doesn't say anything about not heating things up. I don't know.
Yes. Well, if it doesn't burn other things, you could stand there. You can stand there and heat it up. But you look at this cauldron. It's the source of the hot water for the inn. It appears to be this this incredible contraption that's got a bunch of these pipes and buckets and pulleys and levers, but they all come back to this large cauldron made out of iron. It's big enough for 3 of you to stand in it all at once, and it's full to the brim of water. And underneath, you can see that there is what appears to be some sort of a fuel. It's probably splintered zircwood for all you know, but it all seems wet. Somebody's obviously spilled water or something else all over the floor.
Okay. I can.
And you see the pig running off in the distance, and you think maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, let's deal with the pig first, and I could use. I don't know. Let's see what it says first. Well, create or destroy water. I could destroy the water.
You're going to destroy the water in the iron pot?
No, on the floor. Or I don't know. Or you can just use our firebolts to dry up. But I guess that will work more than.
I mean, I could
Oh,
use a fireball to dry up the whole place.
Including
Yeah.
the people in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss your fireball.
And
Work
you-
smarter, not harder, you know?
Yeah.
I
And
can
the
pig
entire
wrestle.
place. Yeah, so the destroy water is a good idea, but it would basically destroy open water in the container. So something that's wet isn't going to be affected, which also makes sense because there's actually other spells, higher level spells that basically take water out of other things. But you could, but you can certainly burn. Yeah, if you heat. I mean, we all know this. If you heat wood long enough, it'll eventually dry out, and then it'll eventually start burning. So. You hear in the background people complaining, "When am I going to get my shower?" Which for most of you just sounds like it's like a bunch of Charlie Brown adults talking.
What happens if we
Who's doing what?
cast
I-
anything on the cauldron? We cast a cantrip like firebolt or produce flame on the cauldron to heat up the water. Just
Yeah, I mean,
keep casting.
firebolt, it says specifically that it'll make things catch on fire.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, again, the cauldron is large enough to fit 3 of you, so you could certainly do that eventually. But how long would, if you think about how big a flame in your hand would be, how long do you think a flame that size would take to heat up a cauldron that's basically the size of a dining room table?
Yeah, but if
It's a big cauldron.
I don't know, Violet, do you have firebolt?
No, I don't. I only have chromatic orb, which could be fire.
Yeah, but
I don't
that
know.
doesn't help.
Yeah,
Mm,
so I don't.
If we set up like something to
I-
burn underneath it, it might take some time, but it'll work.
I have a tinderbox.
You have
Yeah.
tinderbox?
I do too,
Set up like 4 tinder boxes underneath it.
Oh, we just
but we need dry wood. Or we need to dry the wood.
I mean, we got mushrooms. So we could use as tinder. Or wait, do you mean like underneath it? Oh. Yeah.
Do
Mm,
we have like any paper we don't need anymore?
Paper is always useful. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hold on.
I have a bag of sand. Does sand burn well?
Nope.
I feel like it does. Does
No.
No, true.
You
it
use
doesn't.
sand to put out fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Kind of
There's
Only if
that.
you heat it like really hot, I think.
Wait, Laura,
Mm.
Laura, are you role playing there, or are you asking in real life?
No, I'm definitely role playing. I'm just
Okay.
saying. I'm just putting my spell book in there.
Definitely.
care.
Definitely role playing.
Recovery.
It's like I'm wondering if Laura's needs a basic lesson in house safety, but oh, the frying pan full of oil is on fire. Quick, put it out by throwing lots of water on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who.
Well,
Great idea.
I'm gonna,
I've got moldamite. Do you think that'll catch on fire?
I don't know, and risk poisoning the people in
Yeah, maybe not. Okay, that's a good idea.
I have a mace.
Well,
Wouldn't have to pay for
I
the
guess
room.
my acid probably won't be a good idea either.
probably not.
Um,
I'm
Yeah.
going to take my rope and give it to Cracker and say, "Can you go deal with the pig? You are the strongest there.
Okay.
Just try and
I
catch
can
him."
help.
Yeah.
I can slow the pig with slow.
Squeeze,
Wait.
squeeze.
Yeah, slow that thing down. That'd be good.
Boom,
Okay.
and just knocks the proprietor over. He's lying on his back. Oh!
Okay, I come to here and I try to grapple it.
You notice as you get close to it that not only is it not your typical pig in the sense that it's pink, it's actually green. It has weird tattoos or writing all over its back in a language that Cracker does not understand. Then again, Cracker doesn't really read languages anyway, so
I don't read.
yeah, it's a waste of time. It's poisonous.
Yeah.
Which explains why you had so many difficulties taking food orders at various taverns and restaurants.
I just did it by memory. Got a great memory.
Right. So you think so Cracker thinks. Squeeze. Okay, so what's Cracker trying to do?
Well, I'm hoping Byleth has cast slow already.
Mhm.
I don't. Oh,
I'm waiting
okay.
for it.
So
I cast
so let's.
slow.
Thank you. Slow that thing down.
Yeah.
All right, let's do combat turn orders then. Why not?
everyone?
Yay!
Well, if
Initiative. It's fake initiative.
anybody wants to get involved, can get involved.
Oh wait.
If this little thing, little buddy, does he have his own initiative?
He can do. Rebecca, do you want to roll for our pig?
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
It's almost like she wanted it to be low. Technically, it's a little higher than 1, but it doesn't really matter.
Thank you for that information.
What's the worst that could happen? Okay. Right. Delin.
Yes.
Does Delin do anything?
Yes, she does. She is going to go down here and cast guidance on Cracker.
Excellent.
Nice. Thanks.
Awesome.
Say,
Tina.
go get that pig.
Yes. Okay. Where is the cauldron at for the bats?
The cauldron and the kitchen are all the other way at the near the other end. There's actually there's a hallway here. There's a serving station back there. Sorry. Can you see it?
Mhm.
And there's also a hallway that comes out here, and you see people occasionally walking in and out through that with plates of
Okay.
food.
Okay. And I'm gonna go towards the back. I'm gonna move through my party.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash because I don't really have anything that like I can think to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's me.
Okay. Great.
And I would like
Uh,
Clockwork Dragon to be like with me. He's just like hanging out back here, but I can't control him, so that's why he's still over there.
Oh, right. Let me change that for you real quick.
Thank you.
Control by all players. Okay, you should be able to move him now.
Perfect. My little buddy.
Give it a try.
Where's he at? There he is. We're
There
good.
you go. Okay, Byleth.
Well, I'm just gonna point to the pig and be like, "Stay right there, you pig," and then I'm gonna cast slow.
Okay, name calling. Love it. I'll have you know, am a porcine warthog.
What?
No, he doesn't say that. He just squeals.
Oh, okay.
Yes, go ahead and roll a saving throw.
Hmm.
He doesn't seem to slow down. In fact, he
Oh
kind of
no.
the fact that like you cast a spell and it doesn't have an explosive effect, obviously, but it kind of like does have a little magical shower spark when it hits the chair next to it. Kind of seems to spur him on further, and he just goes. And he runs a little bit
Oh
faster.
no. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
just gonna lie down.
And you lied back
I don't
down
want to
again.
be a burden.
Creak, crack, crack, creak. Oh, you're breaking the floorboards. Oh my gosh. Orla.
Okay, so like right behind this pig, like in the side that is, I'm trying to like pin it. Can you see where I'm pinning? Like the yellow.
Oh, I don't see. You're pinging? You mean like a circle ping, like this?
Yeah. With,
Oh, I don't see it.
yeah.
Where are you trying to be? Here?
Okay. No, not me, but like yeah, I'm trying to like just behind the pig, like on the other side of it. So not towards us, like where like for example crackers, but to the other side, like more like where then Satina would be. I want to cast thaumaturgy,
Mhm.
and I want to have the sound of like wolves come from right there, so it doesn't and I'm trying to get it to make me run away from those, not towards those wolf sounds, but like towards Cracker.
Very nice. Okay. Post the spell, please. And if you want, you could try maybe checking your cursor.
I did.
Okay, that doesn't seem to be the issue, huh?
Does
Yeah,
Orla
it
have
might
any
be
like?
like
Does she like say anything?
Sorry. What were you trying to say there, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Are you posting thaumaturgy?
I have posted thaumaturgy, but
Have you?
I mean the part that I'm, yeah, I can repost it, but
Does anybody
I'm
else
gonna
see it?
refresh.
No.
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 Yeah, sounds like you're having a connection problem, maybe.
I can refresh. Yeah, it's so weird because Discord is working slowly. So anyway, basically I can make some sounds like appear like wherever I want them to. So I'm trying to make like wolf sounds come out from
Sure.
behind it.
Yeah. No, I get that you can do it. I just want to make sure that everybody can see it. All right, fine. You're having an connection issue. Yeah, let's go ahead and. I mean, the pig wouldn't necessarily know, but I suppose we can have it roll an intelligence saving throw. if
Do you want me to
Rebecca
do
would
it?
like to do that. Yeah, just roll a d20. What is with you guys? What is
too
Aura's
smart.
spell save DC?
14.
The pig just like keeps running through the wolf sound. It's just
Oh no.
it just looks around, like it hears the wolves, it looks around, and then just keeps going. Gallop, 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 or trot, 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 I suppose. It was a good try though, but you guys are rolling very high saving throws, I must say. Does Ola do anything else?
No,
Oh,
I
she's
can't
gone.
do anything
Oh,
else.
right. Okay, right. Okay, Cracker.
Okay,
It's
so
all
Cracker
you.
moves to here,
Mhm.
and I'm grapple, so I'm guessing that's a strength check. No, that's
Yeah.
yeah, strength check.
Yeah, and the opposing can choose between strength or dexterity to oppose it.
Remember
Now, as a level
D4 as well.
Yeah, and a D4
right, very good.
as a level 4, right? So I'm not
Sorry,
level
you're
5 yet.
oh right, yes, okay. I was going to say when you're level 5 and you have the extra attack option, one of your attacks can be a grapple, and then you can still have a regular or normal attack.
I know. I
But
was
you do
sad
need
about
at least
this.
one free hand to do a grapple. So if you
Okay, so
uh
15.
yeah, and go ahead, roll the. You want to roll the opposing? You might as well.
Oh no. Low, 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 low. Oh my goodness. What is going on?
Well, aside from the fact that actually it's very slippery, so he actually gets like a boost to his ability to evade. He just like you reach down with both of your arms wide open, presumably, and this thing literally just jumps through your arms over your back, lands on your butt, and then kicks off and does like a little swan dive, spinning pirouette as it torpedoes in a clockwise motion like a bullet, flying through the air, and then lands right next to Satina, and then kind of squeals in her face.
Ah.
Turns around and kicks out both back feet and knocks over a couple of cups in Satina's general direction, spilling some drinks on her, and then keeps running off.
Okay. That's wow. Annoying.
Are you trying to agitate it? It's just getting worse.
Trying to catch it, man.
Knock it out. Then it'll stop running.
Someone put it to sleep.
Delin.
Mm-hmm. Huh. I can kill it.
Don't do
Nice.
it.
This fellow comes running up. No, 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 please don't kill it. It's my spell book.
What?
Then control your
That's
spell book.
interesting.
Damn.
Let's.
That's a pretty good response.
Let's see. There's not much I can do. Well, okay. Let's hope we're not gonna do a lot more combat. So I'm gonna kind of go in the same direction as Orla did, but I'm going to turn into a direwolf. And
Oh.
I'm just gonna sprint over and stand here and growl to kind of get it back to Cracker
Okay.
as a direwolf.
Yeah. Where are you? There you go.
For you.
Your sternest, pissed off corgi look. Okay. Good. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
All right. Satina.
Yes. Let's see. So this guy, does it seem like he's just like letting this happen, or like that he just like has no control over his spell book? His spell book pig.
Well, he's waving his arms around, and he seems to be trying to, sort of calm it down a little bit. But he does seem completely ineffective.
Okay.
But he's not like sitting
Um,
back, kicking up his heels, watching the shenanigans,
That'd be pretty funny.
smoking a pipe,
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take out Cessna's sack lunch,
sipping his gin
Um,
and juice.
and I'm gonna try and call out to the pig and like wave the food around to try and get it to come
Ah,
over.
I think that's a charm. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Roll wisdom
Okay,
or,
okay.
or animal handling if you have it.
Do I have it? I doubt that I have that. I do not have that. So
Okay.
can I roll straight wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish it was intelligence.
If you can do it in
Oh, son of a fuck.
No, that's good.
What?
You're rolling wisdom for the
Yeah, it
pig.
was- Mm.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I thought I was rolling it for me.
Well, you are, but technically it's animal handling on your part, but he's being charmed is what I said. So
Oh, okay.
so if you were proficient, I would have let you roll as animal handling. But he's basically rolling a charm against being charmed by your food.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
he
it's
perks
Cessna's
up
too, so.
and he perks up his ears, and you see his little tongue dart out from between his chubby little cheeks. Your dragon?
He's just hanging out.
Dragon says, "Bacon time."
No.
And you see two little tendrils of smoke come out of his metallic nostrils. And his tummy starts to glow red.
Please don't burn the pig.
Okay. Well, he doesn't do it if you don't tell him to.
Okay, perfect.
Um, well, I think I'm gonna move forward and then what was it that you wanted to give the pig? What kind of food?
It's Cessna's. It's her his pack sack lunch.
Okay.
It's the one that they
Um,
gave us back in I want to say Cholt. Had it for a while.
Yeah. Good note taking.
Right. So, I want to create an image of that, like just a bit bigger with minor illusion. Maybe directly in front of Cracker or like here. So that there's like more luring.
Right. So describe what the image looks like.
I feel like there's a lot of veggies in it and a lot of like mashed things, and I feel like there's like huge size things, like maybe like huge size potatoes a bit mashed, and like just leftovers, like everything that that one can imagine.
Right. Yeah. So you basically conjure this image of a gigantic cornucopia horn full of all the typical fruits and vegetables and all the things that most people would like to see at Christmas dinner.
Mhm.
And yeah, go ahead and roll his save as well.
Mhm. Oh, I'm just gonna lie down again. Just cry.
He pokes up his snout and he sniffs it in the general direction of the minor illusion, and then turns back to Satina.
Come get the food. Come get the
Well, at
Cessnas.
least that worked.
Orla,
Okay, so that didn't work out what I had planned.
I
So
see.
I'm going to move closer, probably, I guess, kind of jump over the table to actually like just place a hand on Cracker's shoulder, be like, "You got this," in case she wants to try to catch the pig again,
okay,
and
cool.
you have guidance.
Excellent. Very nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Barbarian half
Well-
orc.
Random barbarian half orc runs up randomly and
randomly.
just randomly tries to get this damn pig.
Ooh, right.
control.
Yeah, wow.
22.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. You want to roll the pigs opposing?
Not
Dex check?
really, but I will.
Go for it.
13.
Okay, now, yes. So even with the fact that it's all slippery, so I'm basically applying a +5 modifier, which is the same as, roughly the same as disadvantage. You manage to get your arms around it. It squeals, it squiggles, but it's also, confused and lured in briefly by the wonderful smells of Cessna's pack lunch that Satina is waving so tantalizingly in front of its snout. And you've got it secured in your arms as it squeals and tries to wiggle its way out. As he's about to make an attempt to get out, the fellow who was there comes up and starts to cast a spell. And he speaks in a language that none of you have ever heard. And as he does so, the pig immediately falls asleep.
Why didn't you do
So-
that earlier?
And so does the proprietor who had come over to watch what was going on. But the rest of you don't fall asleep. Who's this? Oh, right. Yeah, he's that dude. And yeah, well done. You caught the pig. It's very greasy. It's like
Woo.
super, super slippery. But you're able to hold on to it. Well done. Anybody want to wake up the proprietor?
I'm not letting go of the pig.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, I
I'd
guess
like to
I'll wake him up.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
waking up the proprietor. Okay. Oh, must have dozed off there. Hey, oh, you've caught it. Oh, thank goodness. Now, sir, I must insist you keep that pig on a leash. Yeah, sorry about that. I got this new spell. It's called Grease. And, well, I was trying to write it into my spell book and accidentally I spoke the component words, and the next thing you know, he's all covered in grease. But thank you for helping me recover it.
No problem.
My name is Xiaozu, and it is a pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
It's yeah. Wait, what language is he speaking? Do I understand it?
Well, he speaks common.
Oh, okay. Can I let go of this pig? I'm a little bit afraid it'll wake up and take off again.
Oh, as soon as you've got him secured and he falls asleep, Xiaozu comes over and he pulls out from his satchel what appears to be a little harness in the shape of a pig, and he gently slips the pig's 4 legs through the harness, and you can see that it's secured in the back by a giant loop, and he uses that to attach it to a little rope, which he then ties the other end around his waist. He won't get away now. He's fine.
Okay. Well, here you go. Here's your pig.
Thank you. And he tucks him under the arm like a little toy poodle or something.
I'm just gonna follow him with my eye and lick my mouth.
He looks at you suspiciously and he gives you a wide berth, sort of like hugging the wall on the other side as he goes over there. And he sits back down at his table. If you ever are in character, or if you have any interest in exchanging notes, you're certainly welcome to look me up.
Hey, Satina, you should talk to
Yep.
this guy.
And Bailiff.
Bye,
Mhm.
He
If
might
he
know
dares
something.
to stand up.
Standing up.
I feel like
Wiping my
Violet is,
tears.
I feel like Violet is like polar bear crawling her way across the thin ice.
Yeah.
You know, like
Very
her legs
slowly.
all splayed out, trying not to break the ice and fall through the purple worm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
please don't break it.
Everybody else
sad.
is standing, and she's just like crawling through. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me.
I'm trying.
So I'm gonna extend my hand out to our lovely friend here, and be like, "Hello, I'm Satina, Fizzle, professor, and this is one of my students, Byleth.
Hello.
And yeah, I
Oh,
was really interested in learning about your spell book. I mean, it's really cool. How did you get it to be a pig? That's so neat."
oh, well, I started with this idea of making a spell book out of vellum, which, as you know, uh, Professor Fizzle, is a very yes, and your reputation precedes you. Um,
Oh,
it's a very popular way of keeping track of writing in a durable format, but it does require a good skin, an animal skin.
mm-hmm.
Now, I thought it would be understood that I wanted the vellum, but when I explained to admittedly, he's not an actual bookmaker. He is, he's a farmer. I explained I wanted the skin for vellum to write on the pig skins. Anyway, somehow the translation was lost, and the farmer started to tattoo the words onto the pig while it was still alive. And well,
Oh my goodness.
and he looks down at the sleeping pig, who's like kind of like drooling a little bit, and his legs are kind of twitching like he's maybe running in a dream. And then I looked at him and I realized
Cute.
I didn't have the heart to kill him. So I've been
Yeah.
tattooing my spells on him ever since. Now, of course, one
Now
day
you have
he'll
an extra
die,
friend.
and when he does, I'll have to eat him. But before then, he's my little companion, and it works. I every night I prepare my spells like you do, and
Yeah.
although I'm
Well, that's
running out of
very
places
cool.
to tattoo him.
Very heartwarming. Just what I needed. At these depressing times.
Are you all right down there? Do you need help? I can help you. Stand up if
Well,
you are you. Did you fall
no,
down?
no,
Are
no,
you hurt?
no. No, I'm just, I'm, I'm a bit heavy, so, I'd rather not stand up. I don't want to, cause any trouble.
Oh,
But your pig is very cute, even from the downside. Very nice.
may may I? And he starts wiggling his fingers and speaking some words. And the next thing you know, Byleth, who was prone on the floor, starts to levitate off the ground in a lying position. If you would like,
Ooh.
you can just stand up normally now, and I'll just hover you around sort of ground level, and you can walk, but you won't weigh anything.
Well, that's really nice. Oh my gosh, I love this. Thank you.
It
And I'm
it
really
it,
happy.
o-
I'm gonna
it
shake
only
his hand.
lasts an hour, but depending on what you end up doing, maybe you'll be taking a nap by then.
I hope so. Well, that's really nice.
So, what
I'm really
brings you all to
grateful.
the Underdark?
Trying to find some cure for this. You know the mold that's been around everywhere, that black mold? We're trying to figure
Oh,
out how to stop it.
oh yes. I was trying to find that out too. We've heard about this in Karatur, and I've just come
Mhm.
from Graven Hollow, but there's no mention of it in the. Well, I didn't get a full researching. I only managed to look through one of the wings, but I did get some interesting tidbits.
Okay. What'd you find out?
Well, I found out I need to go back to Graven Hollow, but
Okay.
it seems like the black mold itself isn't something that the world has seen before, at least not in the last 10,000 years that I could research. But if it is actually caused by one of these demon lords, as they say, we need to research back many, many more millennia.
Yeah. No, we'd gathered pretty much the same thing. Ish.
But there is
Um,
some discussion of a way to defeat it or defeat other similar molds, but I couldn't find all the details. And have you been to Graven Hollow?
No, I don't believe so.
It's a very interesting place. It sits at the nexus of time, and you can find
Interesting.
people who are there from other time periods perusing the same books.
Oh, that's very fun.
Is it
And
far
it-
from here?
Well, and he looks up, puts his fingertips together and steeples them in what appears to be a practiced pose of deep contemplation. It is as far as the nearest star, and yet
Oh.
as close as your heartbeat. It is within the grasp of the tiniest insect, and yet as almost impossible to reach, even if you were a titan.
So
is-
how do we get there?
It is less place as it is a moment in time and a thought. I can show you, but it would take some contemplation, and you would have to prepare yourself.
Okay.
Plus, the journey to the actual location is dangerous because it moves around specifically to make it difficult to find.
Of course.
Well, if you have time, over the next few days, if you're in town, I don't know how long you plan to stay, I can give you some notes on how to find it. It's dangerous because it moves, and it isn't easy to find, but it is possible. Also, I don't think any of you would have this problem necessarily, but if you have anything against stone giants, I would keep that to yourself, because all of the primary librarians and curators are stone giants.
Okay.
Who better than a giant made of stone to remember what has gone on eons past?
I mean, it's definitely something we should look into. I mean, I'm not saying that just because I love libraries. I'm just saying that like this would probably be something good to look look into.
Yeah, I agree.
Too bad somebody's not going to be around.
You know what?
Oh.
I am trying to roleplay the best I can. And Satina doesn't know she's about to die.
I'm doing my best. I'm trying so
She's not gonna die.
Or live in a
I'll
library.
protect her.
You're gonna live in a library.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I could totally live in a library. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of need to
Mhm.
figure out food, but like, besides that, like if it's like a library with Starbucks in it, solid.
A library with Starbucks in it?
What is
Yeah.
Starbucks?
You know what?
No, just kidding. Just role playing.
Oh shit.
I've never heard of that. So like stars?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like stars and like
Oh,
Famous deer?
yeah. It's
Oh.
yeah. It's like a Hall of Fame sort of thing, and then they have like
Mm.
specialty and food for
Well,
it. It's a
I
lot of
really love
venison.
stars. So I feel like I should go there.
Yeah.
The whole party gets derailed looking for a Starbucks instead of a library. Boy, I tell you, if anybody from Starbucks ever hears this, let us know if you want to do a marketing deal. 'Cause apparently-
Oh my gosh.
That'd be great.
yes.
For y'all.
Uh,
Great, bro.
so we ran over a little bit on the break time. Does anybody want to take a break? I'm happy to take a break, not take a break. Up to you guys.
I could go
Shall
for
we
a
take a break?
5-minute coffee break. I need
Okay.
Yeah, I need a refill.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I
Alright.
will mute out and also unplug and replug my headset again in case. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, we hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, roll initiative, yell back,
Here.
Here, hold my earrings.
Here, hold my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
everybody here? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yvonne?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so very good. Okay, so well, I guess it helps that you've taken care of. Could you get to old Brown Gums there? He seems to be struggling with that stew of his. And you see this guy sort of sitting off in the corner, staring out into the distance.
I think I might have missed what's going on with the water. Why can't we just get some dried mushroom logs and start a fire?
Because I think the ground is wet.
Yeah, there's water on the ground, but it's that's been mopped up. But all the Zerkwood timber, if you will, has been soaked.
Do you want me to
We
just
could
go
just-
get some dry stuff?
We could just destroy one of the chairs if it's dry and then use that.
Try not to destroy their property as we're trying to help them.
Or just rip up some of the broken floorboards that Byleth has destroyed already.
Yeah, I like
yeah.
that.
Great
Gotta
idea.
replace them anyway.
Just start tearing up the flooring and then set a giant fire.
Gosh. We're gonna get kicked out of every place we go to.
That's when you know you've lived.
Why we don't come back?
Is that why we don't come back, or are we just not allowed back?
Well, this is what I've done in all my jobs. You just keep going. That's what life's about.
We know. All right.
Cracker's favorite malapropism is let's burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, if you're
Which-
able to find like some timber or whatever outside and not part of this building, that'd be pretty sick. I mean, both me and Dylan can start fires.
Mhm.
I mean, Dylan's currently a dire wolf, so I don't think she can do much from that form.
I'm gonna stay a while more because I'm gonna mind Lincoln test.
Yeah.
If we need a fight, this is my last wild shape today, so just gonna.
Oh, okay, yeah.
stay
So
on.
you stay there, and I'll just light things on fire if needed. And I got little Buddy here, who can also shoot fire, which is cool.
Can anyone dry out the wood? Like, I try not to meta game.
I can
know,
I can
like,
set it on fire and hope for the best, but if it's already like soaked through, I don't know how well it's gonna catch.
I don't think it's metagaming to say that you dry out wood, and then the proprietor even said something along those lines, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah.
sort of looking at Byleth and her dragon face.
Well, I only do acid, and I don't think that would work very well.
Right.
I'm sorry.
excuse me, I only do acid. Finger in the air, head
So
like
funny.
bobbing sideways. You know,
Duh.
so much like hidden attitude in there. It's like Laura trying to balance her attitude with her really nice nature. You know, like
I ask Satina, can you ask the proprietor where he gets his wood?
And I do so.
oh. Well, you know, the Zerkwood forest is just down the tunnel A west, but really all I have to do is just wait for the delivery every week. I don't have to chop it down. We're not barbarians. No offense.
Okay, I didn't understand you.
But if you said that exactly at the time that he says what he said, then you would be.
It would have come across.
It's
I
like
just shrug my shoulders and roll my eyes. I don't know what's
like-
going on.
no comprende, señor.
I don't speak English.
Look, there's Sponge and Poops and Pool and Shrieker.
You guys basically forgot about him.
We may have.
No.
We also forgot Cracker, if that makes it any better.
True.
Not to Yvonne, it doesn't.
It's all right.
I mean, yeah, sorry, Yvonne.
Well,
You can have first shot
Yeah,
at the
but
loot.
isn't this place kind of enticing because of the like mushroom soup?
What's that sound? It sounds like somebody's rolling dice or something.
What is going on with your character, Henrietta?
Sorry, I was just going in a circle to lie down.
Cute.
Sniffing her tail.
Mhm.
I was so distracted because the token just kept turning and turning. I didn't know it did that.
Just waiting for something to do, so I just walked in a circle and lay down.
Oh, this
sounds right.
stew is terrible. It doesn't taste like mushroom stew at all. What are these floaty
I should get out of
bits?
here.
I'm gonna like nudge Orla forward.
Orla, roll a dexterity
talk
check
to the
see if
guy.
you trip. No, I'm just kidding. I don't mean seriously.
Okay, I was gonna do it.
I know you
But was
were.
it like straight dexterity or like dexterity save? Like how
It's not.
how much dexterity do you want?
I don't know. It's like, I don't know, Maddie. How hard did you push her? You know, in front of that.
I just like full on shoved her towards the guy. Like, I don't want to talk to him. You do it.
In front of the literal role-playing bus.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, fine. I can go over to the guy. I've worked in customer service. Um,
If that's what you call
Sir?
it.
what's wrong with the food? What's wrong with the soup?
Oh, it just doesn't seem to have any flavor. It just, it's here. You try it. And he doesn't really know where you are exactly, but based on your voice, you can see he's sort of looking off into the distance. But he offers a spoonful that's obviously dripping because it's, he's holding it and he can't see it. But there are like little bits of mushroom, and it's obviously a very thick stew. It's all brown and purplish, but for all you know, that's how it's supposed to look.
Try it.
Yeah. You try it. And there is an explosion of flavor. It's a little bit spicy. It's also got a bit of cinnamon in there, or you think it's something like cinnamon, and a little bit of nutmeg. But at the same time, it's a little bit savory, and it's quite creamy, and there are little bits of really spongy, chewy mushrooms that when you bite down on them release additional flavors. It's actually quite good.
Ooh, that sounds really good. I could really fuck with that.
True.
You could really fuck with that? What?
Yeah, I could.
So can you explain the taste to me? What are you tasting?
Well, there's nothing in it. It's just goopy. And as he speaks, you notice that he's got like 4 teeth, and half of his tongue is missing. Plus, of course, there's terrible scarring across his face, especially across his eyes. And he kind of whistles a little bit when he speaks, and you realize it's actually the air passing through his nose, which is partly burned off. So you see mostly nostrils, like nostril holes.
How long has this soup tasted this bad?
Oh, it's been getting worse, but this one has no flavor at all. It's just warm and bland.
Well, I could do a general health check on you, but that would take 10 minutes.
A what? A who? What?
A health check, seeing if maybe your tongue isn't what it used to be.
Oh, all right. And he puts out both of his hands, palms up, and leans back, opens his mouth, and goes, ah.
Okay, well, it's gonna take me 10 minutes to do my ritual detect poison and disease.
But I can't make the sound for 10 minutes.
You can stop making the sound. I don't need you to make the sound.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right then. Well, I'll just sit here like a mute then, shall I?
Okay. I just want to see what's wrong with him, if we can maybe help him with anything. So
Yeah. I'll say that not only are you doing your detect poison and disease, you're also kind of just looking him over generally with a medicine check. You can throw that in there for free. Basically, it's one turn, so one action.
okay.
So, a cursory glance, you realize he's missing part of his tongue, which you're not entirely sure you can fix because that seems like pretty serious magic. But there is also a blockage in his nose, which he doesn't seem to notice because he seems to breathe through his mouth.
Okay. Do we have any napkins on the table?
Sure, there's all kinds of. It's a very rough, papery type of material. You think it could also be a kind of a mushroom or something similar, but it's fibrous. It's a coarse paper.
I'm gonna hold it out to him. So, would you mind blowing your nose, like really hard?
And you feel in your hand this incredibly large, squishy bit just suddenly shows up in your hand inside the paper.
Okay. That's fine. Um, I'm putting it down on the table. I don't want to hold it. So would you try the soup again, please, and tell me if there's an improvement, maybe?
And he shakily lowers the spoon into the bowl, pulls out a spoonful of stew and mushroom, chomps down on it. Oh, much better. Oh, I told you needed to add a bit of spice. That's better.
Yeah,
Well done.
exactly. That's why I did that. As you were like blowing your nose, I was adding a bit of like a bit more cinnamon. I think it needed. So yeah, you're
Oh,
welcome.
is that the secret? Oh, I'll do that every time
Yes.
then. And as you sort of slap your hands together and in a universal symbol of a job well done, you start to turn away. You turn back briefly and you watch in horror as he starts mouthing another spoonful of soup and muttering, "Oh, it needs a bit more spice," and he blows his nose directly into the stew.
Oh God.
Oh.
That's the spot. There you go.
Oh jeez.
And he sticks a thumb up.
Man.
Give him a thumbs back. Like, wait, he can't see that.
Which he doesn't see at all. Well done. You get a point of inspiration.
I have.
I already have one. I know you have one because you're very good about resource management, so you never actually use the one you have. But I want you to know that you earned a point of inspiration.
Okay. Can I give it to anyone else?
Nope. You can at the time that they need it, but you can't hoard it or pass it on. That's why you should use it. I know. I'm the same. I never use my inspiration, but you should have to give them out. For good play. Well done. Well done. See, it doesn't always require fireball,
But it could.
but it could.
Fireball is nose.
Fireball is nose. It would definitely solve the problem of some sort.
It would
You won't-
solve a problem, but it would create a couple of more.
Potato, potato.
Yeah. Difference of
oh.
opinion.
Oh, was that what it was? He had a blocked nose. Oh, why would that be? I don't. Oh, well. Anyway, you solved it. Well done.
If it happens again, you can just give him a napkin, remind himself to blow his nose like from time to time, and it should solve itself.
Looks like he's doing that anyway, without the doubt. Well, maybe we'll put him in the corner where no one else can see him.
Good plan.
Well, it's well done. It's almost time for our show, or I should say, the competition. You want to sit down, and I'll bring you some food, and you can all participate. Usually, most of the other patrons get involved. The entry price is 3 silvers per player, or if you want to play as a table, it'll be 1 gold.
Can we play as a team and then like have our own team name?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
That sounds awesome.
of course. Did you want to pay now? And he puts out a hand.
Yeah, we can pay now. And I'll give him one gold piece.
Oh, excellent. Is your furry friend playing with you? And he points at Belin's gigantic corgi body, blocking the entire purple worm area. As people try to step around Belin without stepping on the tail.
I'm gonna mind link him and just say, yes, I am.
Here we go.
Oh, that was, He seems very upset about that. Oh.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, fine. You really should ask before you do that. It's a bit distressing. And he looks around all over the place. Not everybody likes to have their mind invaded like that. So, anyway, okay, right. So, and he goes around and starts collecting coins from the other tables. Most of the tables are sort of a couple of teams of what appear to be gnomish miners, the deep gnome miners, and then there's your recent new acquaintance, Xiao Zhu, as well as Brown Gums there, and so this shady character, he's sitting by himself. There was one shady character in a tavern sitting by himself. And also this fellow here who has been identified already as the shark. Okay. Oh, thank you all for coming for the weekly quiz. This is Adventurers Feud. We asked 100 adventurers the following questions, and the top answers are given to us. If you want to play, you may answer the question. Well, of course, you've already paid, so anybody who has paid, provide one answer, and we'll see which ones are the top answers. The best answer wins the round. It doesn't have to be the top answer. If no one else has the best answer, the second best will do, etc. etc. And of course, if you aren't in the top 5 answers or so. So, question number 1. What is a popular wizard spell? Ooh. And people start raising their hands and they start shouting out words. What is the team's answer for this one?
Fireball.
Fireball, yeah.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you say fireball, and somebody else says fireball as well. And somebody else says invisibility, magic missile, counterspell. Yes, well, fireball was number 1. Well done. Those of you who got it. And this person is the one who said fireball as well, and kind of gives you a little bit of a sideways glance.
Yeah, you give her a
Okay,
thumbs
good.
up.
And she just sort of gives you like the 2 dead-eyed stare.
All right.
What is the best way to negotiate with a pack of trolls? Ooh, 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 ooh. What's your team's answer?
My hammer.
Food? Because I can't remember. I'm pretty sure trolls are like food motivated. I think that's how we dealt with them before. Or did we kill them? I don't remember.
I
Oh,
mean, it's what
Okay, great axe.
what-
Great axe.
what other adventure would say, yeah, great axe is probably
great axe and fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so with brute force.
And other people shout out all kinds of things. You shout out brute force, or
Great
what do
axe?
you get? Great axe. This is
Yeah.
a good answer. It's number 5. Well done. Anybody have anything better? Somebody says, runaway. Yes, runaway came in 4th. Well done. How about deception? Yes, deception is number 3. Usually I just pay them. Yes, bribery works. No one? No one? And the woman that said fireball in the first round with you says, fireball. Yes, fireball was the first answer. Well done. Sorry, folks. Looks like you did well, but I think you're not quite in the lead. Well done. Good try. Question number 3. Name one member of the dragon family that is technically not a dragon.
Do you know that?
There's a lot of like head scratching, people looking at each other, muttering. Nobody shouts, ooh, 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 I know
Maybe the answer is also fireball.
it.
Well, Dragonborn.
Find out.
I'm just
Unless it's like talking
gonna
about like
look
an
around.
actual type of dragon. I think a fairy dragon isn't considered an actual dragon.
Dragon turtle.
Dragon turtle?
Maybe.
Dragonborn.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
dragonborns would be part of the dragon family, but not considered a dragon.
Yeah.
And are we talking like dragonborn like Byleth, or are we talking dragonborn like the
Sindor?
guy in Cholt?
Oh. Both?
Both? Because I thought they were different.
Well, they are. Because Sindor was
Well,
half dragon.
yeah.
Well, I mean, in general, like, I think that dragonborns were even like enslaved by dragons, so I feel like they are really different. But I'm also not sure.
I mean, it doesn't need to be a correct answer. It just needs to be an answer that other people have said, right?
Ooh, game theory.
So maybe lots of adventurers would be like, yeah, dragonborn. We've got a dragonborn like us.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I see that. Y'all want to say dragonborn?
Sure.
All right.
So you
That's
shout
our
out
answer.
Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Somebody else shouts out a kobold, and you shout out Dragonborn. And as soon as you shout out Dragonborn, somebody else goes, yeah, Dragonborn.
You're just
Oh,
being us.
yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry, those are not actually dragons. Kobolds are humanoids, as are Dragonborn. A half dragon technically might be, but it isn't. The top 3 answers are a wyvern, a pseudo dragon, and a dragon turtle.
Oh, we should have.
Ah.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh well. This is fun. I love trivia.
And our next question and final question. Name the 5 most commonly used pieces of equipment by adventurers.
Great axe.
Sword, shield, breastplate, well, armor,
rope.
Yeah, rope.
Maybe dagger.
rope. Oh, yeah, rope.
Rations.
Rations,
Knife.
Beer.
knife.
Backpack.
But it's definitely not a
Just
torch.
everything.
Because we don't use them.
No, nobody uses torches ever. We ain't got dark vision. We got magic. Or in some special cases, hello, we got both. Yeah, I would say a dagger, a sword. Well, I guess it'd be like a weapon, whatever.
I think rope. Rope's a good one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
rope is a good one. Armor, shield.
Oh,
Maybe
I know.
backpack.
Like a reliquary, like your my amulet that I use for spells.
Oh, like a holy symbol or a spell
Yeah.
focus.
Spell focus.
Yeah?
Always
Friendship.
symbol for me.
What?
No
We
one
don't
uses
wield friendship.
What's going on?
The power of my god.
Hey, there you go.
You gotta think of things that go across all the classes that we know of. So we've met clerics, we've met barbarians, we've met wizards and
What about a
paladins.
I feel like everyone
Backpack.
wears a backpack.
Yeah.
Even Dora.
Even
Yeah,
Dora.
We do use our bedrolls a lot, don't we?
Yeah, because we sleep in odd places.
It's definitely rope though.
The rope is a big one. But didn't he say 5 or did we have to pick one?
Just pick one.
Pick one.
No, just
Okay.
pick one.
I was trying to think of 5 things.
I did say 5, but you guys can pick one. I think it's going to take forever for you guys to pick 5.
There's a lot of
offense.
equipment.
No offense.
But I don't know if rope would be the first one. Because for example, I don't have a rope. I don't
Me
know.
neither, 'cause we used
I've
it.
got sticky rope.
You should have a rope.
Maybe something like a dagger.
She had a rope.
Well,
or
I
a
don't have a
backpack.
dagger.
I love backpacks.
I
Oh
think
man.
dagger's a weapon.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if we
Like
just say weapon, is that umbrella enough? Like, will they accept that answer? Or just armor? We could say armor. Not everybody's got armor. I don't have armor.
I'm not wearing armor.
I also don't have a.
I'm
Foster.
wearing armor.
Majority of our party isn't wearing armor.
But all of us have backpacks.
All
Yep,
of us have
backpacks.
backpacks.
Yeah.
True.
Is that our final answer? Backpack?
Backpack.
I feel like a backpack is important.
I think so too.
Where else do we put our loot?
Exactly.
Oh, bag of holding. Bag of holding.
Not everybody has a bag of holding, and don't go yelling out that we have a bag of holding.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Good point.
Everybody looks at you.
Oh gosh. All right. What's our answer?
Backpack.
Backpack.
Backpack. All right, we shout out backpack.
Backpack. Right. Somebody else shouts out iron rations. Another one shouts out flask of oil. Oh, let's see. Backpack's a good one. That came in second. Yes, very good. Well done. Let's see. What did we have here? Number 5, 10-foot pole.
A pole. Who's got a 10-foot pole?
A couple of people start sniggering when you say that. Number 4, a flask of holy water.
Well, that seems
No.
classist.
Number 3, rope.
Cool.
Number 2, a backpack. And the number 1 answer was a torch.
No.
Torch. No way.
No. Who needs torches? And I'm gonna cast light on. Is he holding anything?
Sure, why not? As soon as you cast light on the spoon he was using to get everybody's attention like a conductor, He drops it immediately. He shouts, "Stop doing that! It's not nice."
This guy really doesn't like magic.
I just don't. I like magic. I just don't like surprises.
It's
Oh.
just the light. It's just the light. It's just the demonstration.
Yeah. It's just
Why
showing
can't-
that you don't need a
Mhm.
torch.
True.
You don't
Backpacks
need a
are more
backpack
important.
either. Most people just use bags of
Yeah.
holding.
Well,
They're more expensive.
yeah. Backpacks you get right off the bat.
Mm.
You
Right
get
off
what
the
you
bat.
pay for. Anyway, well, it looks like we've got a two-way tie between you
Nice.
and this lady. Well, you can split the first and second place prize, or you could decide amongst yourselves. She looks at you and says, "How about a game of darts? Winner takes first and second."
Yeah, right.
Fun.
Didn't someone say that this person is cheating at darts?
Well, don't say that out loud. But
Okay, fine.
yes.
I'm whispering at you.
Oh, you whisper. Okay.
Hey, didn't she cheating at darts?
Well, maybe we just need to cheat better.
Everybody looks at you.
Sounds great.
I was also whispering.
As you shout out, "I was also whispering!"
We were whispering to each other. We were in cahoots.
And we're whispering now. We're being quiet. Nobody listen. Everybody don't pay attention to us.
Well,
Nothing to see.
I can whisper to Satina. So if we were to cheat, how would we do this?
I've never been good at cheating. Unless it's schoolwork, then I'm actually pretty good at that. How do you cheat at darts?
I
Let me
I
look at my
can-
spells.
We could make a distraction like that when she does it, but that looks like we didn't do it.
You cast something on the darts. I don't know.
I don't have anything that would do anything.
I
No.
could make a ground. I could
Fireball?
make it open. I could make one of the doors slam shut and just then say, "Oh, that was the wind," to like try to distract her.
The wind
We're
in the dark.
underground.
Damn it.
Okay.
I love the enthusiasm, but we need to.
Or just like tremors in the ground.
Sling over the plains, down the mountains.
I mean, I could turn invisible.
Or I mean, whoever.
Yeah.
That move. Well,
Flies.
Um,
It's like you pick it up and it just like it looks like it flies really, really slowly as you walk across the room,
exactly.
holding it. And does like this weird loop to loop around the dartboard until it
We're
just,
just so
magically
good at
zeroes in right at the bullseye.
So good.
Yeah, we're just too good at darts.
Yeah.
Or when she throws it, you just smack. It just falls out of the air. It's just
I mean,
It's
I
just
can-
crazy. The wind.
That's the wind. It was the wind.
You could have used the spell that you had before, Satina, True Strike, but you got rid of that one, didn't you?
I did because I never used it.
Mhm. Well, it's not a good combat spell, to be honest.
It's not a good combat spell.
But it might be really good for darts.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If I had thought about
Who
I
could've
don't even have
known?
invisibility prepared. Son of a biscuit.
I don't have any spells
no.
left after.
You could
What?
just like
What was
kill
the-
her.
Yeah. What was the first prize? First prize. What was it?
Oh, wait, I have it here somewhere. It was a ton of warm juice, which
From this place.
Yeah, and the second prize was a discount for the artificer shop. Maybe we should just be like, you can have the first prize
Yeah.
and we take the second
Sounds good.
prize.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
negotiate. That's good.
I think that's better.
You're still a dog, right?
Yeah, I'm mind linking
Okay.
instead of.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Then you could just stand there and look like a direwolf. I don't know if we want intimidation yet.
Yeah, like when you guys say, let's take second prize, Dylan probably just goes, roof.
Just standing there looking all intimidating and shit, and then she's like, "Oh, are you threatening me?" And then we all die. That's just how that goes.
Great.
Yeah. All right, who wants to take point on this? Like, who wants to do the negotiating?
What's she speaking in?
She's speaking in Gnomish, but you've
Nice.
gotten the impression that a lot of these people speak Undercommon, and several of them obviously speak Common as well.
Is anyone
ahead,
really
Sakina.
good at persuading people?
Mm,
I'm decent.
I'm not a persuasive
No.
person.
Me neither.
Wizards
Persuasive,
for the
like-
win.
Yes. We just got a fireball and then no need for
Well-
Yeah, if you
persuasion.
want to know the history about this place, though, I can give that a shot. Or if you want to find something, I can help with that. As long as you know the general area and like.
I mean, if we could play it nicely, and I'm kind of decent at that. Or if Cracker, if you want to just like make her give us the second prize.
I
Well,
don't
you know,
know
you
if you want to
You could
cause
you could
physical
try
harm to this
talking.
patron.
but
And I could just like I could look intimidating behind you.
why can't we just
Okay.
ask
I
her
feel
if
like
you want
intimidation
second
often
or
goes wrong.
Yeah, be like, hey, we tied. You can have first place. We'll take second. It
Yeah,
ain't no
Sounds
thing.
good.
Okay.
All right. Who's talking to her?
I'll just do it. Okay. Hi.
Okay.
We'll take second place, and you can have the first. I mean, second. Yeah, second place. Second prize. And you can have the first place prize.
Fine. And she just walks off.
Cool.
Hmm.
That was easy.
Yeah.
That was easier than
That was
expected.
10 minutes of
We're all expressing about
planning.
it. They're trying to figure this out.
It's like after all that effort, I figured you guys might as well just have it.
Oh.
That's funny. So now we gotta find the artificer.
Yeah.
And get that discount. Oh, we can have them look at the gun. The weird machine
Mm.
pew pew thingy.
And I need to buy something of an artificer as well.
Yeah.
Well,
yes,
it's not going to be a pearl.
No.
Meh.
Actually, I'm not after a pearl. I actually want a compass. Since we're underground.
Yeah, makes sense.
I would like to go and like to know if we are going north or east or west or south.
As long as
True.
we
Do you-
sleep before
That
we do
sounds so
anything, I'm
smart.
happy.
Do you
Oh my
sell
God,
any
yes.
pearls? Ma'am, this is a Starbucks.
But we need firewood, don't we? Or should we just try and kind of dry it with our spells?
We can try different spells and see what works.
Or we can go out and chop some wood or buy some wood from the other places.
What do we need? Oh yeah, because we gotta start the fire.
Yeah.
Mm.
You could try like drying it up with we could try drying it up with any cantrips we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can shoot a firebolt at it.
I have produced flame, but if we are going, I'm mind linking.
Okay.
If we are going out into the forest to chop the mushroom stalks, it's best if I keep being a direwolf because then I can carry more. I can just
Yeah.
tie
I
it
have
on.
sacred flame, but that's kind of I don't know. It's not fire, but it might be like warm enough.
So Sacred Flame is actually radiant damage. So it's a very, very badly worded spell in my opinion, but it's basically like It's like the power of your god hitting them with divine energy.
Or I could try it. Maybe the power of my goddess will make it dry.
Very optimistic. I
People
love
have prayed for weirder things, that's for sure.
it. Yeah. You know what, Orla? You do you. I'm sure it doesn't hurt anybody. Just try it.
You do you.
Thank you, Violet.
Yeah, well.
Can't tell if that was genuine or sarcastic. Could be both.
A mix of both.
All right. So what's the plan here? I
Well, Satina, you said you had like a flame thing.
I do. I have Firebolt. It's a cantrip and it catches things on fire.
Try. I mean,
Okay.
if worst comes to worst, we could try putting out the fire if you start a fire in here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to tell me twice to use my Firebolt. I love that thing.
Maybe we should warn the guy who doesn't like
Oh,
magic
yes, please do.
unexpectedly.
I don't want him to get like mad that I'm doing spells. Like, he doesn't like surprises apparently.
So we're trying out some like fire stuff. Don't mind us here.
yeah, if you're going to try to start to light the fire, that's fine. If you're going to explode the tavern, please don't do that.
We're
Oh,
not
no,
doing
no
that.
explosions.
Right. What have you got in mind?
And I'm going to, in response, shoot a Firebolt.
At anything in particular? Or are you just randomly aiming
down
for a
at the-
patron or
Underneath the thingy, underneath the cauldron. We can try and get it to
goodness
light.
gracious, don't go shooting those things in here. You could hurt somebody.
I'm a
But-
professional.
well, the 14 hits because it's just a static pile of wood. And you do some damage, and it immediately starts to light up, and then it fizzles
Nice.
out. But you think
Damn.
that actually, if you do it a couple more times, it might work.
Okay. So I'm going to relay this to the party. And this dude. I'm like, hey, so I'm gonna have to do it a couple more times.
Well, maybe I could give you some guidance. So
Well, it's
So
just
that-
wood, so it should catch pretty easily.
okay,
I appreciate the I appreciate the thought.
so you don't burn us.
Oh no. I'm not gonna hit y'all. Like I said, I'm a professional.
I'll take a
Hmm.
step back.
Fire is my jam. You say you're gonna move back?
I'm also gonna move back.
I just want to make sure I heard you right.
Yeah, I'm moving back, and I'm I'm patting
The clockwork
on the
dragon
head.
also moves back.
What? All right.
As does Poops and Pool and Sponge.
Oh gosh. You know
Gosh,
what?
you got this. We're all on your side. We trust you.
As you
From
all
further
hide
back.
behind tables.
Well,
All
another one.
hide
All
behind
right.
Dylan.
okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah. How much damage did you do?
24.
Wow.
Good
Yeah.
shit.
Oh.
I mean, the
On a
entire
fucking
kitchen
cantrip.
suddenly just
Love that.
explodes, and
Oh,
you know,
God.
there's like fire everywhere. The pot
Oh,
is
God.
immediately boiling. But as it boils, enough water spills out that part of the excessive flames get put out, and now the whole Purple Worm Tavern is just filled with a combination of smoke and steam. But the good news is the fire under the cauldron is it's going really nicely, and the pot itself is boiling and bubbling as you would expect. And the proprietor comes over, sort of waving his small head in front of his face, and despite his being much shorter than the level of smoke and steam. He goes, "Well, I suppose that worked. I'll give you free rooms if you stop shooting fireballs."
Sounds good. Firebolt, but we'll take it.
"Fine. Deal. I've got to get back to the kitchen." And he runs away from you.
Wait, where are the rooms? Where are we going?
And he points off in the direction of the entrance near the kitchen. "Just go up the
Okay, cool.
stairs." So you
And all
guys
that
can
was in
take a,
common, so they understand.
yes, this proprietor, he does speak common. He didn't realize that you guys all spoke common because initially he just assumed you were Underdark travelers since you're in the Underdark, obviously.
Makes sense.
But at this point, we can stop. I think the next bit's going to take a little bit longer than 8 minutes. And I know it's late for a lot of you, and some of you definitely need to get your beauty sleep. Although I'm sure all of you are beautiful enough. So yeah, well done, guys. You guys won the family feud, or you came in second. The adventurers feud. Well done. He gives you a certificate, and it's beautifully engraved. A calligraphied document. It says 25 gold pieces off at Gears and Beers for all of your artificer and potion brewing needs. And you've got a big fat meal of mushroom stew, sauteed mushrooms and rotha butter gravy, and a couple of what appear to be very thinly sliced, extremely salted bits of white fish that you think may be coming from someplace like the Dark Lake. And he'll leave you with both your room keys as well as chits for each of you to take a nice, long, hot, steaming bath.
Nice. We get a
Fantastic.
long rest? Or
Yeah, you can take a long rest and we'll pick up next week. And for those of you who have not yet leveled up, you can do that. I mean, I think mechanically some of you may have done it on your paper sheets already, but you'll be able to play at your next level.
Everyone, or just the one you mentioned?
Just the ones I mentioned. So
Okay.
Yvonne's been with us for quite some time, and you two are at the same level currently. And Rebecca, I think, joined after you, but not that much more after you. So Byleth is still, you guys aren't leveling at the same pace. And also Delin being much higher level takes much longer to level up from here. So, but yeah, so
Makes
the
sense, of course.
party is actually pretty tight now. It's like levels 4 through 6. But if we bring somebody in at level 1, well, you've all been there, right? Literally. So you'll have to keep that person alive until they can become useful.
Are you
Very
saying I
good.
wasn't useful before?
Oh no. You actually, as far as level 1 players go, I think you were probably one of the most useful of the level 1 characters we've seen recently. So well done, you.
Woo!
Woohoo!
I wasn't trying to
Yay.
fish for compliments.
Well, you got one anyway, so
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
There you
if
go.
you're good, you're good,
Yeah,
Yay.
absolutely. Yeah. And if you're really good, well, I've got a little voodoo doll just for you, honey.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah, cool. And we'll pick up next week, and it'll be Maddie's last week, and
Yeah.
we'll go from there. Maddie, if you've got free time, you can help with recruiting. I think that would be a nice thing.
Okay. Yeah, I've been perusing the Facebooks, trying to find people.
Okay. All right. Well done, everybody. I think you guys all had a great session, and you guys all did individually. You all did really, really well. I thought I love Violet's sort of polar bear crawling across the wooden floor. That image is going to stay with me for a while.
Yeah.
Does she float as she goes to sleep?
Yeah, I'm like levitating. I'm
Is
like
she still
really
floating?
using it, I'm not even. Oh, yeah, probably. I'm not even.
And then she
you know,
like she'll
walking.
fall partly way into her
Singing.
sleep though because it only lasts for an hour.
Yeah, exactly. She's floating and then suddenly crash.
Yeah.
She breaks the bed. Or
To
maybe
the
it happens when
floor.
it happens when she's bathing and suddenly she just like falls into the pool like a giant cannonball and like hot scalding water goes like everywhere. Um, and Henrietta, I thought the Delin doing her little turning circle before she laid down was so cute,
Yeah.
unbelievably cute.
Very cute.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and Rebecca had the best solution to sometimes, you know, it just goes to show sometimes you don't need fancy magic to find a solution to a problem. Blow your nose. There you go. That's all you need to do. Well done.
Yeah.
Who needs magic?
Who needs magic when you can just blow your
Very
nose?
good.
And in fairness, Yvonne, Axe was an answer to just about every single one of the questions.
Yay.
Battle axe is
But also,
solution
but
to
also in
everything.
fairness, so was Fireball. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Fireball's always the answer.
Yeah.
Fireball is the way. All right. I'll see you guys next week.
Yes.
Alright.
Alrighty.
All right.
Right.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
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 Take
Bye.
care.